Welcome students to today's session, and today's topic is radiation. After studying the other two methods of heat transfer, that is conduction and convection, we come to the third method of heat transfer, which is radiation. Radiation is a process by which heat is transferred from one place to another without the help of any medium. Interesting, isn't it? There is no medium involved in a radiation heat transfer. Then how does it happen? One example is the heat of the sun reaching the earth is an example of radiation. Now how does this apply? Actually, the sun's heat radiation come through empty space and into the atmosphere of the earth. So if the radiation is able to reach the atmosphere of the earth, it has to travel um, kilometers and kilometers of empty space. So there is a transfer taking place through this empty space, and that is called as radiation. When we sit near a fire, we feel the warmth due to heat radiated by the fire. All hot bodies radiate heat. One very good example is the rocks that get warmed up under the sun. They are radiating objects. All objects which absorb heat from the sun start to radiate heat after some time. When they become hot, a hot object radiates heat. Dark colored surfaces absorb more heat than light colored surfaces. This can be done as an experiment. We have to take two tin cans of the same size, paint the outer surface of one as black and the other as white. Pour equal amount of water in both the cans and leave them in sunlight for 1 hour. Take a thermometer and measure the temperature of water in both cans. We will find that water in the black can has become warmer than the water in the white can. This shows that heat is absorbed more by black colored objects. The same is applicable for losing heat. Dark colored surfaces radiate more heat than light colored surfaces. Again, the tin cans of the same size can be taken, paint one outer surface as black and the other as white. For equal amounts of hot water of the same temperature, say about 60 degrees Celsius, leave them in a room or shade for 10 to 15 minutes. Measure the temperature of water in both the cans. The water in the black can becomes more cooler than the water in the white can. That means the black color object has also lost heat very fast. This phenomenon takes place of stating that dark colored objects absorb heat radiations fast and also give out heat radiations fast. Based on this concept only, we wear different colored clothes in winter and summer. Dark colored clothes are preferred during the winter season and light colored clothes are preferred during the summer season. Why is it so is the same concept. We wear light colored clothes in summer because it reflects most of the heat and keeps us cool. And we wear dark colored woolen clothes in winter because dark color will absorb heat radiations and provide heat to our body. Now, there is another concept of why woolen clothes are worn during winter. How do woolen clothes protect us in winter from the temperature outside? The explanation for this comes as the woolen clothes are first poor conductor of heat. Okay, so they trap the heat of our body within the internal of the clothing material, and it is a fluffy fiber. The wool is a fluffy fiber with lot of air gaps between the fibers. and the air gaps are insulators. They do not allow heat to pass out of our body. So heat gets trapped inside our body because of this fluffy woolen fibers and we feel warm. So this is preferential wearing of clothes during summer and winter and why we wear woolen clothes during winter to protect from the cold outside. Have a look at these two pictures. A fire burning in the first case. There are three different transfers of heat taking place. Convection takes place towards upper side in a cyclic manner and the heat that goes up is due to convection. If you put a metal rod in between the fire, then it is touching the fire and the process of heat transfer is conduction. And if you just sit near the fire and what heat gets radiated is keeping your body warm. The same is explained using a kettle which is on top of the fire. Radiation is there existing in all directions because it is a hot object radiating heat. Convection takes place inside the fluid with cyclic movement. The hot water goes up and cold one takes its place. And in a cyclic manner, convection takes place and the water inside the vessel gets heated up. And the metal object of the vessel gets heated up due to conduction. It is in touch with the steel container. So the metal object gets heated up and after that it is plastic handle with which you can hold which is a non-conductor. So this is how all the three methods of heat transfer takes place. Now in the exercise there's a question. It is like an interesting activity which you can perform. Please read through the question. It explains to you how to make a spiral out of paper like this. Keep the thin strip of spiral attached to a rod and keep it near the top part of a candle. And the top part of a candle is usually causing convection currents upward direction. So when you keep this spiral paper hanging on top of it, it will start dancing according to the movement of the convection currents. So this can be an experiment activity which you can perform. Hope the lesson has been interesting for you and you would understand every concept that is being taught and please be careful when it is associated with heat in your daily life. Thank you.